Today we're in Malaga, where Picasso was born, and we will be at a few different places, but the first one is a neighborhood full of murals. Here's our first one. The second one is somebody with a Twizzler mustache on the back of a candy shop. Look at this. It was stuck on, but it still looks amazing. It's Cat, David Bowie, and PJs. Have Miss Judy explain the David Bowie part to you. Another one. It's really big and tall, and I think I can't remember this. This is another one. So there are two here: the chameleon or scaly triangle, and then the face is Chad, who did this chameleon over here. The best part about this mural is the face. A person on a heart dragging another person who just happens to be black.
There are lots of potential societal, somethings about that.
This next one has a sign in front of it, but it's a big fish with a top hat and a monocle eating a bird, and then a woman. The next one, there are some fellas coming out of the walls and stuff. And then this one, and then there's more fellas sticking out. Oh my god, this one has no people. Anyway, it has a train and thought. This one says all you need is love. There's a heart and some weird whirlwind. Parrot! Parrot! Toasted freshness. How Miss Judy explained that one to you. Here's the next one. Trash being pulled out of the sea, crabs, fish, swordfish, more trash, fish, human. More humans. Oh my god, with sea life inside of their freaking goggles. What the heck is going on? And then octopus, more fish.
Oh my gosh,
fish.
the octopus.
Turtle, yo. Oh my god, it's finding Nemo. It's the Dory guy or whatever.
They put in Nemo and Dory.
Nemo, Dory. Wait,
Here are two more, much bigger. I think it's a memorial to D-Day. I'll put an end to those D-Dogs if it's the last thing I ever do. And then, peace and liberty. Okay, so this is another one, and it's kind of like a mural of a sketch.
That's a very good point.
Now we are inside of the market, and I have a dry fig. I shall rate it for you. Now that we are out of the market, you're getting some churros. Churros. Naomi, it is not Paco Riz, it's Paco Ruiz.
Taco Riz.
It's not taco, it's Paco Ruiz.
Taco Riz.
Dude, it's Paco Ruiz, not Taco Riz.
Taco.
So at this churro place, we got dipping/drinking chocolate, and then 4 massive churros. And you know what else is massive? Tell me tomorrow. So first, I'm going to be rating the churro and then the drinking chocolate. It would be much better if it was sugared, but this business was created inside of 1932, so there's no sugar.
Probably say you dip it in the chocolate.
Yeah. Anyway, I give it a 6. Now, with the dipping chocolate. 9. And now I rate only the drinking chocolate. 5. And now Naomi is licking the cup of dipping / drinking chocolate. I think she's gone now. Casimir. Been around since 1890, and I am going to eat and rate their mint and lemon. Mint chocolate. 7. Lemon.
Say you're not hungry, but I think you're about to eat my elbow.
9.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Here in Santa Iglesia Cathedral Basilica, it is massive. We don't know if it's a cathedral or a basilica or both, but it is massive. And there are more than one organ. Trumpets. More trumpets. I am going to do a lap. We are at now the Picasso Museum with some of his less famous arts. And this one is a small figure, and it was made in 1907, but it was cast inside of 1964. So basically shown to the public about 50-something years later. So actually, the stuff that you're seeing here was collected. So this one was Angola, this one was Gabon, and this one was Cote d'Ivoire. So Angola, and then in preparation for bigger pieces, he made things like this.
This talks about Pablo Picasso's interest in African sculpture, which he came into contact with in the early 1900s. And he was curious about African sculpture, and then he made works, other sculptures of his own that were in that style.
You saw this a minute ago, but this is a great example of one he made that is like that style. We are seeing right now some of the stuff he made in his Cubist phase, which is a type of art that he helped like co-found and stuff. At least some of it is, but this is not. This is one of his Cubist things. This is not some of his Cubism. In fact, have Miss Judy define Cubism for you.
Okay, so this talks about how Picasso did art not just on canvas but on wood, and he would even take like found pieces of wood, like a box he got something in, and then like flip it over and then draw something cool in it or paint something cool on it. So you can see some of the pieces over here.
He literally took pots and created art out of it. Before making a sculpture, he just sketched it. Now we are on the exhibits of surrealism.
So this room is showing Picasso's phase between the two world wars and then during the Second World War. And he was really touched by the things that people lived through, both civilians and soldiers. And so he drew and made sculptures that depicted, not being able to get enough food, the rare moment when you get a piece of fresh fruit, or drawing pictures that were imprisoned, and things like that.
Here's some of his art from that time period.
So Pablo Picasso, in the late 50s, was invited to do a mural for the headquarters of UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. And as we've traveled, we have seen many UNESCO World Heritage sites. So you can ask Mrs. Judy about that.
He went through 5 different periods where he did 5 different genres, kind of like how medieval castles are taken by multiple different countries. So his first one is called the Blue Period, then the Rose Period, then African influenced stuff, and then 2 different types of Cubism. And remember, he helped create Cubism. This is the most realistic Cubism I've ever seen, and it's really creepy.
It's not like when the bush is going down water, it's just a natural overflow.
Party in the parking garage.